Hello, and welcome to the David Bow channel. Today, we're going to be talking about some of my favorite whiskeys in cheapest to most expensive order. Now, while we're doing this, I'm also going to be talking about work depression. Why? I suffer from work depression. Yep. Don't want to go to work. I start backing out my driveway, and I'm like, whew, work depression. I should stay home. Tough through it, and I go to work. And I'm not saying you should drink for your work depression, but if you're anything like me, and I know I am, that's what I do. I just don't recommend it. Anyway, we're going to start out on this end. This little beauty, which all of these look like they're about the same color, this little beauty is cheap. You can get it from $17 to $27, I think is the highest I've ever seen it. It smells good. It tastes good. And it's called Jim Beam Winter Reserve. I don't know what makes it Winter Reserve. I was kind of worried it was only going to come out and then it wouldn't be out anymore. But it's been out for a couple years now, and it's delicious. I have a couple bottles of it. I recommend it to people. Like I said, probably find it $20, $22 most likely, as cheap as $17. Probably wouldn't pay the $27 for it. I'd just go to the next store and get it cheaper. But Jim Beam, it's not expensive, tastes good. I don't know what more you could ask for. Well, I mean, free. You could ask for free. But when you're poor and that work depression sets in, and you don't want to drink too much, because that's bad. Don't do that. But just enough. Oh, that's completely different. Hits just right. So on the cheap end, work depression, I like that bad boy right there. Well, I'm going to pay a little bit more, probably around $45, to get this one. And I see this one sometimes, and it's like $55. I don't really think I ever see it over $55. And every now and then you'll see it for $40. But this one's delicious, and smells like whiskey. It's delicious. Telling you, I hadn't even tried it again yet, but I know. And I've been waiting on this bottle to empty so I can get a new one. Anyway. That's got a nice strong taste to it. It's so good. And this one is Michter's Original Sour Mash. So they have a couple. I've got their bourbon, I got their American whatever, and I think I have their toasted American whatever. The rye's good, it just depends. But kind of like this Jim Beam over here, which is 43% alcohol. This bad boy right here, delicious taste. It is also 43% alcohol. Michter's Sour Mash, delicious. That work depression hits, and I go, oh, that smells good. Bye-bye, work depression. Very, very briefly. Very briefly. Anyway, if I'm feeling a little bit like 43% alcohol is not really cutting it for the work depression that day, because my coworker's an idiot, and my boss doesn't realize it, or something like that, or the whole place I work at is like, today we're going to be dumb. And all places are like that. It's not a big deal where it is or anything. It's just corporate life, corporate emails that you read that go, man, why is all this just AI slop? I don't know. They're trying to push AI, and people are getting dumb because of it, and everything's going that way. And it just, man, work depression just kicks in so hard. Anyway, when it kicks in so hard, I reach for this one. I can smell whiskey. It smells so good. A little bit of alcohol in this one. Let's give it a go. Oh man, That is a step up in alcohol. But if you can handle a higher percentage of alcohol, it is a step up in alcohol. That is also a giant step up in flavor. And what is this? This is Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof. This one in particular is 65.95% alcohol. So we'll call it 66%, just to be a little easier. Barrel proof. This is another one that I recommend a lot, much like the old Jim Beam Winter Reserve. Why? It's like $65. Occasionally it's up to $75, depending on where you're at. You get a lot of bang for your buck, though, because it's a step up in alcohol, step up in flavor. You know, if you're not that good with the alcohol, put a couple ice cubes in there. You won't dilute it enough for it to make it bad. You know, open up the flavor a little bit more, or so they say. I personally think it's very flavorful without any ice or water or anything. That's just me. And again, when I read that email and it's just like AI sloppy, sloppy, slop, slop. Why's it got to be so much slop? But I only do that when I'm at home and after work, not before work. Because remember, that's bad. That's a bad sign. You're probably going to have some other issues, like getting fired. Don't want to get fired. Also, don't want to DUI driving to work. Don't want to DUI driving home from work either. So don't stop at a bar and pay way too much money for this and get a DUI, because that's dumb. Don't be dumb. Like them AI slop emails. Don't be dumb. Next up is a step up in smell. Good Lord, that thing smells good. They're a step up in taste. This is a step up in price. It's not a step up in alcohol from this one, although it's definitely higher than these two. But this little thing, it's amazing. Man, that's good. Probably a little bit smoother than it should be. Ugh. Man, if you're wanting to spend, I think it's like $125. I honestly don't remember, but if you're wanting to spend $125, don't buy Blanton's. Don't. This is barely worth $50. Don't buy that. Don't drink it when you're work depressed either, because it'll make you more work depressed, because you'll be like, I'm so stupid I bought that for too much. Think about that. Anyway, without further ado, this bottle is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is Old Raleigh Whiskey Society. Old Raleigh. I think I said Wally. Already drunk. I'm not drunk. But Old Raleigh Whiskey Society Barrel Proof. And this one in particular is a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. And on the back of it, which I don't have my glasses on, but it says what it's blended with, the percentages and everything. A lot of information. In this bottle, again, pretty. It's got their little seal on the top. They got the seal made into the bottle on the bottom. I think it's about $125, depending on if you get it at their place or at a liquor store. They have it in North Carolina, and they have it in a few other places. I don't know exactly where all they have it now. But this thing is amazing. This one is, I think it's, man, I can't see. I think it's 58% alcohol. Could be more. I ain't gonna lie, I can't see. This is very good. It's like if you're done for the week, this is the one you go to. Because you want to enjoy it. You go, man, work sucked. But that little sip, it makes things better. And again, don't gulp this shit down. Don't gulp any of this down. Don't get drunk because of your work depression. It's not worth it. Don't let them people win. By people, I mean the corporations and the AI slop. AI slop. It's only getting worse. Anyway, if you're cheap, want a midweek, can't go wrong with the Jim Beam Winter Reserve. If you want something that tastes better and isn't crazy in price, and that Michter's sour mash is so good, so much better than it should be. And this barrel proof Jack Daniels, to be honest, completely changed me in Jack Daniels, because before I had this, they're like, I don't like the old number 7 regular black label, it's garbage. And then I tried the Gentleman Jack, and I'm like, great, I'm paying more and it's still garbage. But everything else they put out's great. And this is the one that got me started there. This barrel proof and the rye barrel proof, they're amazing. Matter of fact, you could swap this thing out with that barrel proof rye and be just as good if you like rye. But this thing, whew, if you've had a rough time with your work depression, and you can go up to just outside of Raleigh, North Carolina, the Zebulon, North Carolina, this place is great. We tried what we'll call flights, although they were full pours up to here. I think we had like 7 different ones, and me and my wife, we did not finish them all. We were tipsy walking out of that place, and we definitely did not finish them all. I don't think we finished any of them. They were all amazing, though, and if it wasn't for the fact that we were really not wanting to get drunk, we probably would have finished them all. I bought this, and I bought a Savage Rye. If I was rich, I'd buy all of them. If I was rich, I'd probably join their little society thing that it's not cheap, but you get stuff no one else gets. And apparently this guy that makes this stuff's like, they want to say he's like a blender, master blender or something, but more like a wizard. So, he's a wizard. Anyway, don't let work keep you from being happy. Me personally, I'm trying to get through the work. Me and my wife, we're going to buy a sailboat. We're going to quit, leave, and it might take us longer than we want. Things happen, but have a plan. Have a plan to end your work depression. The only real way to end it is to not work. Don't let them win any other way. That's for damn sure. Anyway, my favorite word apparently, besides swirly. Oh. Yeah, if you want something nice after your work depression, that thing right there. Again, don't drink and drive. Don't do anything stupid. Don't go to work drunk. Don't drink at work. I mean, I've seen people do that before. That's just horrible. But once you're at home, comfortable, safe, always be safe. These are fine as minor treatments to your work depression. Very minor, though. Don't intoxicate yourself because of work. Work doesn't deserve it. Anyway, y'all be good. Hopefully your work depression's better than mine. Mine's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I just don't want to go to work. Serenity now. Y'all have a good one. Like and subscribe and comment and show it to your friends. The 5th cause of work depression is work stress. And what causes work stress? Work. Work causes that. Your boss will cause it. Your coworkers will cause it. Money will cause it. Not having enough time off will cause it. Having to leave your house will cause it. So many reasons that you have work stress, and it causes work depression. And trust me, I know. The 4th biggest cause of work depression is, of course, bosses. Like, you can have a good boss, you can have a bad boss, you can have a young boss, you can have an old boss, but bosses in general, not to hit anybody in particular. Like your boss has a boss, and your boss probably thinks your boss is stupid, and that boss probably thinks his boss is stupid, and his boss probably thinks his boss is stupid, and they're probably all stupid if we're being honest. But everybody has their own stress. I'm sure they have work stress too. But bosses, man, bosses suck, and they lead to work stress. Third biggest cause of work depression is AI slop emails. They say a bunch of stuff. They don't mean anything. It's just corporate buzzwords and bull poop, as they say. Learn to write an email. It ain't that hard. The second cause, or bigger cause of work depression, is coworkers. Don't get me wrong. I love my coworkers. Some of them are great. But some of them, they might sleep a little bit or just not do their job or, suck. Some of them are okay, though. I can count on my hand, if I was missing a couple of fingers, how many are okay. But that's okay. And then there's the kids. Oh, kids. All they know is AI, which, leads you to the third biggest cause. And we all know what the first biggest cause is, right? Money. They could pay me more. They could pay me a lot more. I could have more time off. And don't get me wrong, I don't work a lot anyway, but they could pay me more. So much more. Yeah, man. That's what I need. More money. Then I'd quit. It's probably why they don't pay me more. It's a vicious cycle that just causes that work depression to get so much worse. So much